Imagine a world where smartphones are a thing of the past. I know, it's hard to picture, but hear me out. We're already seeing the beginnings of this shift, with smartwatches and fitness trackers becoming increasingly popular. And it's not just about tracking our daily steps and sleep patterns, it's about having a personal assistant that's always with us. I've been thinking a lot about this, and I have to say, it's both exciting and a little unsettling. We're on the cusp of a revolution that will change the way we interact with technology forever. But what does this mean for our trusty smartphones? Will they become nothing more than a relic of the past? It's a question that's been on my mind lately, and one that I think we should explore. As I see it, the future of technology is all about wearable AI. It's about having a device that's seamlessly integrated into our daily lives. And it's not just about convenience, it's about creating a more intuitive way of interacting with the world around us. Take, for example, a smart home system. It's like having a personal assistant that can control everything from the lights to the thermostat. And with Wearable AI, we can take this to the next level, controlling our surroundings with just a glance or a voice command. But how will this affect our relationship with smart devices? Will we still need a separate phone, or will our wearable AI be enough? It's a question that's still up in the air, but one thing's for sure: the future of technology is all about integration. As we move forward, we're going to see more and more devices that can talk to each other, sharing information and creating a seamless experience. And it's not just about devices, it's about creating a more connected world. And that's what's so exciting about Wearable AI. It's not just a device, it's a gateway to a whole new way of living. But what about the potential downsides? Are we going to become too reliant on these devices, losing touch with the world around us? It's a concern that's been on my mind, and one that I think we should consider. But at the same time, I think the benefits far outweigh the risks. With Wearable AI, we can stay connected without being glued to our screens. It's like having a personal assistant that's always with you, but never gets in the way. It's like having a silent partner that's always looking out for you. And with the latest advancements in technology, we're seeing devices that are smaller, faster, and more powerful than ever before. But what about the impact on our daily lives? How will Wearable AI change the way we work, play, and interact with each other? It's a question that's still unfolding, but one thing's for sure: it's going to be a wild ride. As I look to the future, I see a world where smart devices are everywhere, from our homes to our cars, and even our clothes. And with Wearable AI, we'll be able to control it all, effortlessly and intuitively. It's like having a superpower, the ability to control our surroundings with just a thought. And it's not just about convenience, it's about creating a more connected, more seamless experience. But as we become more and more reliant on these devices, we have to ask ourselves, what's the cost? Are we sacrificing too much of our privacy, our freedom, and our humanity? It's a question that's been on my mind a lot lately, and one that I think we should all consider. And as I reflect on my own relationship with technology, I have to admit I'm a bit of a junkie. I love the feeling of being connected, of being able to access information and people at any time. But at the same time, I know that there's a downside, there's a cost to our constant connectedness. And that's why I think Wearable AI is so important. It's not just about creating a new device, it's about creating a new way of living. It's about finding a balance between our love of technology and our need for human connection. As we look to the future, we have to ask ourselves, what kind of world do we want to create? Do we want to be controlled by our devices, or do we want to use them to enhance our lives? It's a question that's still up in the air, but one thing's for sure: the future of technology is all about choice. And as we move forward, we'll have to make some tough decisions about what we want and what we're willing to give up. As we consider the implications of Wearable AI, we have to think about the impact on our relationships. How will it change the way we interact with each other? Will we become more isolated, or more connected? It's a question that's still unfolding, but one thing's for sure: it's going to be a complex, messy, and fascinating process. And as we navigate this new world, we'll have to be careful, thoughtful, and intentional. As I look to the future, I see a world that's full of possibilities, a world where technology enhances our lives, rather than controlling them. And it's a world that's within our reach, if we're willing to take the leap. But as we stand at the threshold of this new world, we have to ask ourselves, are we ready? Are we ready to give up our smartphones and our old way of life? It's a question that's still echoing in my mind, and one that I think we should all consider. And as we ponder the possibilities, we have to think about the potential risks, what could go wrong, and how can we mitigate those risks? It's a question that's still unfolding, but one thing's for sure, we'll have to be vigilant and proactive. And as we move forward, we'll have to be willing to adapt, to evolve, and to grow. As the landscape of technology continues to shift, we'll have to stay alert and stay curious. And that's what's so exciting about this journey. It's a journey of discovery, of exploration, and of growth. And as we explore this new world, we'll have to be open to new ideas and new perspectives. We'll have to be willing to challenge our assumptions and to question our beliefs. It's a process that's both exhilarating and terrifying, but it's a process that's necessary if we want to create a world that's truly worthy of our highest aspirations. As I reflect on the possibilities, I'm reminded of the power of human ingenuity. We're capable of creating a world that's truly amazing, a world that's full of wonder and full of awe. And it's a world that's within our reach, if we're willing to take the leap. But as we stand at the threshold of this new world, we have to ask ourselves, what kind of future do we want to create? Do we want to create a world that's controlled by technology, or a world that's enhanced by it? It's a question that's still echoing in my mind, and one that I think we should all consider. As I look to the future, I see a world that's full of possibilities, a world where technology enhances our lives, rather than controlling them. And it's a world that's within our reach, if we're willing to take the leap. But for now, I'll leave you with a question: what do you think the future of smartphones will be, and how will wearable AI change the way we live? As you ponder that question, I hope you'll join me on this journey of exploration and discovery, and if you want to stay up to date on the latest developments in AI and technology, be sure to subscribe to our channel.